Hey everyone, this is Max, and today we'll go through 7 tips before you even start your online gaming business. Let's start with the first one. First one is, of course, marketing. So if you are on the budget, this is what usually happens. People who start the business, they always have some limited budget and it's not quite big. Then you have to consider several marketing options that you will have in front of you, because you have to make sales, you have to drive people to your online casino, you have to grow somehow. So it's either SEO, PPC, influencers, affiliate marketing. So if you are on the budget and you want to save your capital as much as possible before you grow, you have to focus on affiliate marketing strategies. That's the thing number one. Why? Because it allows you to avoid all the expenses associated with other marketing strategies. Well, you don't have to hire marketing teams. You don't have to pay them salaries, which can immediately be hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, right? And you don't have to allocate budgets for marketing, because hiring people is one. You also have to make sure that they have tools to play and capital to market your business, right? And that can be, well, whatever your marketing people will tell you. With affiliates, you avoid all that because you hire professionals that already have traffic, they already have their clients. They know their clients and they drive all these people towards your online casino. So this is the least expensive way to start the business. So you have to focus first on finding affiliates for your business. It does not require any investment. It just requires energy and time that you put in place in order to get that done. Of course, they will get paid. Of course, they have their own commission, but you avoid this, investment part, right? Where you do not have to allocate the entire budget. The second benefit of having affiliates is that they will actually tell you what works for their clients instead of just assuming that. You cannot assume something. You have to know your clients really well to be successful. So they will tell you what offers work the best, what games should be in place, what the customer journey should look like, and what they really like. So you avoid a lot of time trying to tune this entire customer journey, and you just listen to what professionals tell you, to what people who are already in the business tell you. The second tip is, of course, money. So since we speak about the investment in affiliates, and now it's time to speak about the money. So to start this business, you need money. So it's better that you have money, and it's better that you don't even start if you don't have any. So make sure that you have investors aligned. If you do not have any budget yourself, make sure that you have this part of your business planned accordingly, because you will have to spend money for the license, for the entire setup, platforms, payment providers, for games, and it doesn't cost a few bucks, it is quite expensive. It can be really expensive, but there are ways how to minimize your investment upfront. You can minimize investment 10, 20, 50 times, but it doesn't mean that you do not need money at all. This is not a quick rich scheme business. This is a solid business that you go into. So just like any solid business, just like pretty much any business, you need money, and you need money for the setup, just what we discussed, and also for marketing, to sustain yourself. So money is just the essential part of it. Make sure you have the budget, make sure you speak to investors, and then you start. So do not run in front of the train. The tip number 3 is get yourself the right partners. This is underestimated by everyone, but by saying right partners, I mean everyone you're gonna sign agreements with to provide you some services. So for example, I will give you like really interesting piece of thought. So if you start your business, for example, in Latin America, then you will need a platform. And if that platform is in Europe, you are working in different time zones. So if that platform that you are gonna partner with do not have a 24/7 customer support, I mean, if they cannot reply you if something happens immediately, then you will lose big time. So this is not even the way to start. Do not even consider doing anything like that, because it is just not smart. So what you want to do instead, you want to have 24/7 customer support because problems may arise anytime. You are driving tons of traffic, affiliates are working with you, and they expect to receive, fees and bonuses for the services. And then your players also, this is a volume business. There are hundreds of players that play in your online casino right now, and then something happens. Well, something just goes offline. So you have to have that ability to ask what's going on right now. Is there any maintenance happening right now? Or is that like some sort of a major error? And then you have to have that ability to fix that thing. Instead of waiting before like your market will wake up, and it's only after that they will start solving those issues. So you can be offline for several hours, you can have some major issues with payments for several hours before someone will even start fixing that. So this is not the way to go. So consider who you work with, choose your partners in a smart way. One best advice to how to do that is to speak to someone who already have that experience with multiple systems, who have this experience in the business, and to ask what works the best in this place, because someone made that mistake already for multiple times, someone tested all different things and they paid for that costly. So you can avoid that cost by just speaking to people. Reach out and speak to people. That's the best advice. Work with right partners. The tip number 4 is regarding the goal setting. So you have to set yourself goals, and here we come back to having someone experienced in your team or someone that you can ask on how things should happen. It can be in your internal team, this person, or this person can be a part of your external team where you just reach out and help yourself with setting your goals properly. So in this business, just like with any business, there are processes that take time. So you can set yourself a goal where you will have the entire functioning system within a month or within 2 weeks, just like it usually works, like with my clients. They say, well, listen, we want to, everything up and running in 2 weeks. And then we are like, well, this is physically impossible. You have to go through certain steps, and these steps take time. So without having any experience, it's really difficult to set goals. It's impossible to set goals for yourself because all your goals will not make sense. So you want to understand what works how, and the best way to reach that is to get someone who is experienced, who knows the niche, who knows the business. Things may happen, in the middle. Some technical issues may happen. Something can take, longer to implement than it was planned, but still there should be a goal, and the goal should be viable to achieve and should be realistic, right? So goal setting is very important, and set your goals properly. Getting your goals in the wrong way can go sideways for you. So an example of the bad goal: we will be profitable in 6 months, we will be making 5 million in revenue. So this is something that I usually get from my clients. Well, how much we're gonna make in 6 months? Listen, this is the wrong goal to set for yourself because it is tied up to money. If that would be that easy, everyone would set up the goals and everyone would be like super successful within 6 months, right? So that's not how goal setting works. Goal setting is always connected to execution. So the right goal setting would be, okay, we start today, now we have the entire framework, we have capital, we have all these things combined together. How soon we can have this entire infrastructure built up? So let's say that takes 3 or 4 months. So okay, within 3 or 4 months, we have to get out to the market and start cash flowing. That would be the proper goal that you can set for yourself. Right? So make sure that your goal setting is set properly. This is not, the sprint, this is the marathon. So make sure that you understand that, and make sure that you have a person or people, internal team, external team, advisors, anyone who can advise you on what should be done in the first place, and always attach your goals to execution. The tip number 5 is know your market. So you have to do the in-depth research of your market depending on where you want to start. So if you want to start, let's go with Latin America again. So you have to understand what competitors work on the market, because it gives you several insights. So it gives you insights on what offers do they have. So you will know immediately what games work on the market. And also you will know who your client is, who is your customer, what they like the most. So do this research and do not rely on, some sort of a magic touch that will help you. Nothing will help you if you do not do your market research properly. It will help you to avoid costly mistakes, because if you do not do this thing properly, you go out to the market with something that is not properly aligned, positioned to the market. You will learn this lesson the hard way. You will burn money to just learn that this thing doesn't work. So to help you to avoid this, you have to do the market research in depth, properly. Know your competition, know who your customer is, and then you will not have any issues defining what payments they prefer to use in this market, because you will know that. What games they like to use in the market, what your competition does in order to grow their business, so you can position yourself properly and be smart about this. So the tip number 6 is hiring people. You have to hire people who will help you to run your business. So you may want to hire people for customer support, people who will help you to deal with payments, people who will help you to market your business, right? You cannot be doing everything alone. You have to run your business, run your systems, think about how to grow your business. This is impossible to do alone, right? Or it's at least very hard. So make sure that you hire slow and fire fast. This is not my advice, but it still works in this situation as well. So kind of people that you want to run in the beginning, especially if you are on the budget and you want to avoid costly mistakes, you have to hire someone who is not just there from 9 to 5, who is not hunting that paycheck to survive, because that person is he can find another job tomorrow. And what will happen is that, well, you will lose time, you will lose money, you spend some energy training that person, and tomorrow he finds a paycheck bigger than yours and he leaves. Well, that's not a good idea, especially when you are in the beginning. Make sure you have someone who thinks beyond that, a person who is willing to go through pains and wants to grow with you. So is the kind of the person that you want to hire, especially in the beginning. Also, avoid making stupid hires, there are dreamers that they will hire someone, people that will run the business for themselves. Well, it is possible at a certain point when you already have something, what you can hire this person for. But in the beginning, if you decide to hire, for example, a marketing person, and that marketing person asks, let's say, $200,000 a year in a salary, then God knows how much he will ask to allocate for the marketing budget. And if you do not have such sort of an investment, and if you cannot risk with this investment of yours, then avoid that hire. Go slow, work with affiliates. If you decide to work with affiliates, and when you are strong enough, and when it's time to connect more marketing channels, or to grow your business in a different way, to expand your processes, to hire more people, then consider hiring someone with experience who can add tons of value to your business. And tons of value usually means making more money, saving money, or making more your time. So saving time basically for you and for your business. And if you hire someone for $200,000 and you cannot allocate a proper budget, and that person leaves 6 months from now, so you just spend $100,000 for that person's paycheck, you just spend some money for the marketing, you spend your energy and time training that people. So instead saving time, instead of making more money, you just lost time and you just lost money. So it's a really important part of your business to hire right people. The tip number 7 is the design. So design is important, that's out of the question. But what is more important than design is user experience. So you want to make sure that people that land on your website, the people that go to play with your casino, that they have this customer experience where everything loads fast. They don't have to wait for something to load for seconds before they can start playing. This is a poor customer experience, and they will leave. And with them, your affiliates will leave, because the more people leave, the less they get, and they will go. They will go and they will make money with someone who do not have this issue. So make sure that you have a good user experience, and this is everything. This is the speed of web page. This is of course the entire customer journey, the funnel that you have to customize. So you have to offer this easy way to pay, easy way to withdraw, easy way to open games, easy way to reach out to for favorite games, probably a sports book if you target specific markets, like for example Latin America, where the sports book is the biggest part of the business. Make sure that user experience goes step ahead to your design. So your design of course is important, the colors and the branding, but it goes later when you already have all these people. Then you think about how to build your brand, and then you think about all these colors and fancy stuff and everything. Do not overestimate the importance of the design in the beginning. In the beginning, you want to make sure that your customers convert, and this will be better for everyone, for you because you will make more money, for your partners because they will see that you are generating enough of money to pay them. They will be happy, you will be happy, your clients will be happy. So you provide value for everyone in this journey. And here is the bonus one. So the tip number 8 is do not go ahead of the train. I know that it's tempting to, have your goal in almost unrealistic way where you can start like within a month, week, day, or whatever. But make sure that you have all your pieces set properly and that everything functions well before you invite your partners, before you drive that traffic and make someone spend their energy and money on you. This will allow you to be successful from day one because you have just fewer things to fix, like live. You will still have many issues, but it's not the major issue where you cannot convert anyone. And also it will save your nerves and it will save your partnerships, valuable partnerships that you will develop over the time. Again, your affiliates will be happy that your casino is ready for them, and that they do not try to solve some major issues with you, and that they are not spending their money and their time with you, when the only person who should be spending that in the beginning is just yourself, right? So do not run in front of the train. Make sure that your entire system, your license, your platform, your games, your payment providers, your bank accounts, all in place, your design and user experience is in place, and everything is functioning according to your plan. And it's only then invite everyone to promote your business and make money. All right, these were 7 tips. 8 was just like as a bonus. We are heading to London Ice next week, but there will be another video next week. We'll prepare this in advance. So expect for another video next week, and subscribe and like this channel. It helps us a lot to grow, especially if you like this content. If you do not like this content, then just leave. Do not do that. It's up to you. But if you enjoy the content, you want to have more of such content, then click and like this video, and see you in my next video. Goodbye.